Are you looking at getting the best toe shoes? I've had these for about 6 months. This is going to be my 6-month update review of my Vibram Five Finger toe shoes. I'm excited to share this with you guys. First of all, hi. Hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that we like, use, and have and put on our feet and walk around. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So in a previous video, I kind of talked about all the nuances of using these Vibram toe shoes, suggestions for how to train in them and to get going with them. I went through some of the how to get them on and off and all that type of stuff. So I now have been wearing these things for a good 6 months. I've traveled in them. I brought them to the beach. I brought them in water because these are the Aqua versions, the V-Aqua, Vibram Five Finger V-Aquas. And I brought them in water. I want to give you guys just my full dad review of these Vibram Five Fingers. So first of all, let's just talk about the quality of them and how they've come. So this is them right there, 6 months in use. I've taken them on hikes. I've taken them in water. I've taken them to the beach, everywhere. And you're going to see that they're going to start to get a little dirty, obviously, just like any other shoes. I do notice that there is like some dirt or muck or whatever you want to call it, kind of getting stuck in this area right here. These are the full black versions. Also, in between the toes, you're going to notice that they do get some stuff in there. Actually, whenever you're even just like walking in long grass, as you're walking, you're like a stick will get stuck in there, or a gumball, or something grass even will get like stuck in there. I've noticed. So you got to like bend down and pull it out. It doesn't happen that often. I just wanted to point that out to you guys. So getting them on, I did this in a previous video. I need to put them on though, so I can show you guys how I take them off, because that seems to be one of the troubles whenever you have these Vibram Five Fingers. So let me come on down here, and we have my foot there. This is the shoe. Need to get the other shoe because that's not the right shoe. And I put them in. I wiggle my toes a little bit. As I kind of move them up and down like that, they go into the right pocket. If not, I back up and then I just wiggle it again. But then I take my index fingers, I just kind of pop that heel back up. Then I bring to the front and I kind of pull up the front strap like underwear. If you don't have your heel set, you can set it right there. Then I bring this flat down and I cross it on over, and that's how you get your Vibram Five Fingers put on. It's fairly simple. It took a couple of times for me the first time that I got it, but after I kind of nailed it down, it works really well. Now, one issue that I had for a while was taking these things off. It's a little bit troublesome to get these things off just because of the nature of it being in all of your toes. And it's kind of like a glove where you have to take off one little thing at a time. But I figured out a solution. And my solution is quite simple. Because your toes are not as long as your fingers, you don't really have to go like one by one taking them off. All you have to do, first of all, of course, unstrap it and pull up a little bit. I grab the two, like, every other toe. I grab the two in the middle here. I guess it'd be like my index toe and my ring toe finger thing. So pop out your heel. And once you popped out your heel, you grab these two and just pull it right out. It seems so simple, and it might be a little bit different after you've exercised. You know, your feet might be a little bit more sweatier, or you actually might have longer toes, so you may have to grab like all three as opposed to just the two. But for me, I noticed that with just two, popping out the heel and then pulling this thing up, it just came off super easy, and it's been a game changer whenever it came to taking off these shoes, because that was definitely one of the problems or one of the issues that I was having for a while. Now, I want to talk to you guys about bringing them to the beach and going hiking with them, because I do take these outside quite a lot, especially whenever we go for walks, go hiking, go to the beach, you're traveling out and whatnot. And these, first of all, if it's a hot day and you don't have that much shade, like I said, I have the black ones here, the black Vibram Five Fingers. And these particular ones, whenever it's a hot day, like the sun is kind of baking, it's like wearing a black shirt on a hot day. Your feet are gonna get sweaty, but because since this is so tight up against your foot, you can really like feel the heat pounding onto the shoe. And I don't know if it's just because it's the black material, because they also make a blue one, and the blue one may not be as bad, but I do notice some heat whenever the sun is shining down on it. Also, whenever I go hiking, Obviously, you know, there's gonna be rocks and all that type of stuff. You can definitely feel the rocks whenever you're walking. Even though in the previous video I talked about how I walk, that toe to heel type of thing. Like I was doing some hiking in, where was that? Austin, Texas. And I noticed that, like, I was like, oh man, I can feel that rock. Oh, I can feel that rock. Especially like on gravel, like a gravel driveway or something like that. Like you can feel all those rocks. So just be forewarned about that. And you may want to, if you do plan on doing something like that, if you don't like that feeling of like, oh, that's kind of the idea though, is that you're going back to this more barefoot mentality of walking, and it changes the way that you walk. But if you don't like that, you might want to get something a little bit more durable, you know, has a little bit more of a soul to it as opposed to just something like this. But if you're looking for toe shoes and you want kind of that, just that glove feeling, this is definitely good. I actually kind of like it because you don't, you connect with the earth in a little bit better way than you do with other shoes where you just like are pounding on them. I like this. Whenever I took them in water, I did notice that some of the, I don't know if it's like sea kelp or something, but something got like attached into the Velcro here and I haven't quite gotten it all off. It looks a little bit more stringier. It may have been some string that got kind of dyed by it. But I did notice this after one day. I was down at Holly Beach in Louisiana, and all this stringy stuff got stuck onto there, and I haven't just taken the time. It's on both of them too. I haven't taken the time to get it all off yet. But on the sand, it's actually quite comfortable. Again, though, if you're out at the sun, you know, out at the beach with the sun baking down on you, these definitely will get hot. The sand actually came off the back. It's got this mega grip back on the back of them. It actually came off really easily, and I just simply took them and beat them to make sure I got it all off, and it came off really easily. Now, if you do get some mud in here, that's a little bit more troublesome to get out. As you can tell, you know, it's definitely been in the dirt before. You can see all of that the dried mud that's in there, and I just kind of let them dry, and then after a while I kind of beat them out. I usually also take my sandals with me whenever we go, that way in case one or the other gets sandy or dirty or whatever, I have something to drive the van in. And so that's been good for me as well. If y'all don't know, the sandals I wear are the Birkenstocks. All in all though, I really like these. Definitely better for more milder climates due to the sun baking down on them. And I just wanted to warn you guys about the rocks and how to get them on and off with ease. But if you guys want to see my original video of the unboxing of it, I'm going to put that right there. Or if you want to see the instructions and suggestions that Vibram gives you for breaking these things in, I'm going to put that right there on the screen. You guys go click one of these videos. I'll see y'all in those videos. Thank you, dads, for watching. That thumbs up is appreciated. And dad out.